最果てのストーリー抱いてあてもなく3倍追い続けた滲んだニュー
What's up, people? Black Uchiha 1000 here to bring you Walking Dead Season 3 Episode 5. Yeah, Episode 5 review. This episode, I'm disappointed, sort of, because it wasn't really that great. I guess everybody had to, had to cope with what happened last episode. So, I mean, it was just like a mellow episode, more dialogue than, action. But the first scene takes place in Woodbury, and you see everybody, having a fucking block party and stuff like that. Then he showed Michonne, she looking around, she's still, what I'm saying, iffy about the governor and stuff like that. And, she's walking around, what I'm saying, she's like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this, And then we switch to the governor, and he's combing his daughter's hair, and she's a walker. And he was just steady brushing and brushing and brushing. And a piece of hair comes out, and, he like still, daddy loves you. And she tripping. I want to bite him and shit like that. And he put a bag over her head, like, it's time to go to sleep now. It's time to go to sleep, And Michonne is watching them, what I'm saying? And stuff like that through the window. So after that, we cut to Rick and them, and Rick is like zoned the fuck out. He is tripping. He's just breathing hard. He like, and he ain't hearing nothing but the baby crying, and he kind of hear, Dale talking to him and shit. He like, Rick, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And he like, so they like, man, he tripping. So, everybody's talking and discussing, what's their next move and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, Rick grabs the axe and grabs an axe and he just starts darting for the damn prison. He going on a fucking blood rage, just slaughtering every zombie he see in the prison. So, and then we get to Gabe and, Gabe and his group. And, he digging, for the dead bodies for T-Dog and everybody who died and stuff like that. And the two prisoners walk up and they was like, man, he say, I'm sorry for your loss and stuff like that. He said, I only knew one good friend like that, but you had a whole bunch of them. And he was like, yeah, and then he sees Herschel walking up, and the prisoners tell Gabe, they like, anything we could do to help. And, Gabe looks away and he's like, I need 2 more holes. And then he just let him have a shovel. And he went go talk to Herschel, and they talking about how he missed T-Dog and stuff like that. He used to drive his little church bus around, just picking people up. He saved my life, over and over again and stuff like that. Reminiscing, man. T-Dog was his nigga, man. He was his nigga, And then we cut back to Woodbury. And Michonne is snooping around, looking through the governor's things and stuff like that. But before that, the governor, called everybody. He's like, I remember when we was, when we came here, we had to share all that little bitty apartment and stuff like that. But to us, and toast like that. So while he doing all that, she's snooping around, and she finds a book with all these names of people. His daughter named Emily. In the list, in this book, and she heard somebody coming, and it was the governor and the scientist, and Merle. So they in there talking, and the scientist is like, look, I need a few more days, you need to hold off on all the the festivities and stuff like that. He was like, how many days, and the governor like, how many days you need, man? He's like 10. He's like, hell no. He's like 6. He's like, nope, 3. He's like, no. And he's like, how about you do that in the morning, and have a good time, what I'm saying? And he was like, man, all right. So after that, let's see. Michonne, she's still snooping around, so she walks outside. She got a sword, by the way. She got a sword back, and she seen a whole bunch of walkers caged up. So she started smiling and stuff, and so she let them out. I'm thinking she was gonna, let them run amok around the town, but it was basically sword practice. So she was just slicing them niggas up,
and then Muriel called her and brought her to the governor, and the governor was like, you really fit in here. I don't want to have to let you go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why why you want to leave and stuff like that. And she was like, we ain't got nothing to hide. And she was like, people who say that do got something to hide. And he was like, man, he was like, whatever, man. And so he's like, I was gonna give you your sword back, but I ain't giving it to you. And he starts monologuing and talking, and Michonne catches him off guard, grabs her sword, puts it to his neck. He was like, Dick, I can kill you anytime I want. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what she was saying. And and after that, she walks off. So Michonne was trying to convince what's her freaking name? The other girl, her friend. Damn, I forgot her name. She tried to, convince her to leave. Like this is just it's not real. You know what I'm saying? He's like, we can come in, but we can never leave and stuff like that. And old girl's like, you crazy, man, you crazy. The governor wants to help. She's like, I'm tired of living, in the wilderness and all this other stuff. So we cut back to the prison and we cut back to Rick, and he's still just swinging the damn axe. He is just going crazy. And then Gabe finds him, and he's like, look, man, you alright? You alright? You know what I'm saying? And, like, let's go back outside. But Rick ain't having that. He pushed him off. He's about to slam his ass, but he just pushed him off. And, and Gabe just left him alone. He's like, man, I ain't messing with that nigga. So he heads down to the boiler room. And we cut back to Woodbury, where Michonne and whatever her name is gets into our argument, and he was like, we need to go, and he's like, you with me or not? So she's like, well, let's wait and talk about this. So they walking outside, and she walking to the gates. Michonne is walking to the gates, and they like, Mira like, where y'all going? And then Michonne was like, we need to go. It's time to leave and stuff like that. And Mira was like, okay then, and then he just opened the door. And old girl like, you see, and then Michonne was like, it's just a plan, man. It's just they just playing with us, And Merle like, you can go anytime you want. And so Michonne and old girl, they discussing it, and she like, you with me or not, And old girl like, I'm tired of living in a meat locker for 8 months, and just running across any walk I find, sleeping with one eye open like that. She said, I want to give this place a chance. We could be happy. You know what I'm saying? On some lesbian shit, like we could be happy. Live with me, baby. I need you to caress my body at night. That's, just until the governor come. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. And then after that, she's like, you with me or not? And she was like, no. And she's like, Michonne was like, you'll slow me down anyway. And she just walked off. And the door slammed, and that was it. So then we get to the games. Muriel and some freaking big ass swole Chinese dude, and it was the arena games. And the thing is, I didn't really get it. I think the thing was, it was staged, by the way. They get a group of zombies, take their teeth out, chain them up, and you have Muriel and some other guy fight each other, and also fighting the zombies. So I was thinking the zombies were like the ring, because you know how in a street fight there's a lot of people around, you get pushed into the crowd, they push you back out. Well, I'm thinking that's what the zombie was doing. Well, they'll probably, if you get pushed in there, you get eaten, you know what I'm saying? But it was weird. Like, he had to save him from the zombie when he pushed him in there. So it was staged anyway. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. And everybody like, oh yeah, Muro, and old girl like, nigga, then what the hell is y'all doing, And the governor like, this is to teach these people not to be afraid, She was like, yeah, but this is just for your amusement and shit like that, And then we cut back to Rick, who is just, he didn't calm down. He calmed down, but he seen a zombie, you know what I'm saying? He seen a trail of blood that led to a zombie, big fat zombie just sitting there. I mean, that nigga he must have ate Laurie, because that nigga shit was big. And so he goes up to it, he puts the gun in his mouth and just blow his head off. And then he just started stabbing the stomach, you know what I'm saying? And while he in the midst of stabbing the stomach, he stops and he just, breathing hard, he's steady tripping.
and here's the phone ring in the boiler room, and then he looks at it like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, what the hell is the phone doing in the boiler room? But anyway, and the episode goes off right there. Like I said, man, it was like a setup thing. It was a mellow episode. They showing everybody coping with everything. All in all, it was pretty good. It was an okay episode. Mostly build up. I think the best part was Michonne, the way I think it was her time to shine. I think she had the best, and I don't want to say development, but she had the best scene, I guess, for me. The way she was just snooping around, getting at the governor, getting under the governor's skin, knowing the truth, and trying to expose, well, not trying to expose them, but trying to leave, because she's not trying to expose them. She's trying to just let them do what they do and get on their way. That's what she was trying to do. She didn't give a damn what they was doing. But yeah, man. All in all, it was good. Questions? I mean, here's what I want to know. Who in the hell is on the other side of that phone call? You know what I'm saying? And why the hell they got a phone in the boiler room? It don't make no sense. I bet Rick was like, well, hold on, it's not in the script. You know what I'm saying? This is when they can put a phone right there. That caught me off guard. But yeah, man. And then you got the damn arena games. Like, I know it's not to keep to teach people not to be afraid of the walkers, but if you take their teeth out and their limbs off, I'm not gonna be really scared of them. It's gonna tone down my fear a little bit, but in the real world, they coming at you full force, my nigga. So I don't see how that's. It'll get you used to seeing a walker, not fighting. Seeing it and fighting is two different things. Experience and just getting in one fight is two different things. So I'm just saying, it was good. So yeah, man. Black Uchia, 1,000, rate, comment, and subscribe. I just want to know this: who was on the other side of the phone? And other freaking question. What is the governor's real motive? Is it like just this nigga got heads and jars of heads that's still alive? He trying to keep people alive. He was trying to do what Herschel was doing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. The governor is just tripping. And, he got old girl all, he hit her with a few shots of that Patron, nigga. He about to get in them draws, man. So, I don't know, man. But yeah, just who the hell is on the other side of that phone? You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then, most important part, man, the baby, man. What they gonna name the baby? You know what I'm saying? Ass kicker? What they gonna name it? But, rate, comment, and subscribe, people. Let me know what your thoughts is in the comment section below or with a video response. So, yeah. Deuces, I'm out. Have a good one.